Hey everybody, it's Matt Kern and I'm here with Tina. Tina, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I am so excited and I want to thank you in advance for being a part of our summit. So what we're going to do here is that I'm going to have you introduce yourself, talk a little bit about yourself and what you do. We don't want to give them too much because they need to come and listen to you during the summit. But so let's just do that. Let's talk about, tell a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your history.
Yeah, so thank you again for having me. I'm really excited to be a part of this summit. My name is Tina Marie. I am a mindset and success coach. Bare bones, if you really want to talk about it, I'm a business coach.
Yeah.
But I focus mainly on the mindset part and removing limiting beliefs that keep you from procrastinating, self-sabotaging, so you can actually start taking action and make more impact and more income. What does that look like?
Yeah.
Well, some self-sabotaging things could be like over analysis and things like that. So I kind of help you
Yes.
work through that. And the reason why I'm so big about it is I've spent 17 plus years in the restaurant bar industry. I've always knew I wanted to own my own business. Almost equally so in accounting. I thought I was going to become a CPA, but I realized when I owned my own bookkeeping business that I really don't want to do that. It's not, I was good at it, but I was not enjoying it. I was like, I can't see myself doing this 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
And even then, I imagined once I became a CPA that I was going to own my own firm in like 5 years. So I always had this thought process of owning my own business.
Yeah.
Well, when I started my coaching business 4 years ago, it really delved from I enjoyed working with the business owners and helping them figure out why they had stop gaps in their business, why they weren't getting paid quick enough, why they had such high turnover rates with their employees. But I found that a lot of my clients reverted back to old habits. And
Yeah.
even about halfway through 2 years ago in my coaching business, I wasn't even showing up with my own business as well as I know I should. I knew the things that I had to do, I just couldn't get myself to do it.
Yeah.
So I started studying more about successful millionaires, successful business owners, and the common denominator was mindset.
Yeah.
So I started to learn more about neurolinguistic programming and positive psychology, and that's where I'm working with my clients now.
Yeah, well, that's so awesome. And you said one thing right at the beginning, just talking about the mindset of how a business owner goes about. And sometimes one of the things that I find is you wait for everything to be perfect. It has to be 100% perfect before we can go. I just had this conversation. It has to be perfect before I can go out and do anything. And guess what? It's never going to be perfect. And so you're never going to get out of the gate. What are your thoughts on
Yep.
that?
I agree. And I like to say I'm a recovering type A perfectionist. And
That's
still working on that. And the thing that we're going to be talking about in the talk, moving from an employee to a CEO mindset, is we've been trained in school and trained in our careers to get directives. But when we
yeah.
move into becoming a business owner, we are not trained to think and to take risks. We're too afraid
Yeah.
to make mistakes, but we don't realize that those are the things that we learn from that build on our success. And so, and even all the greats, they talk about, I would not be successful today if I didn't make all those mistakes that I learned from. And so I definitely agree. We're definitely going to elaborate more about that
Yeah.
talk. And that, yeah, we get stuck. I call it analysis paralysis, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's imposter syndrome as well.
That's right. Well, it's like I just paid you to say that because Convene is all about real life, real people, and real experience. And we talked about this before. Is like, I believe that we learn through experience, right? So we learn
Mhm.
through our good decisions, but we also really learn through our bad decisions. But we can also learn from each other, right? So
Yeah.
anytime somebody is coming out and they're teaching, they're also telling a story. They're also talking about their successes, and maybe they're talking about their failures, and they're letting people know here's the path that you could take to be successful. And that's what's so wonderful about your topic is a lot of entrepreneurs, they've been employees first. So they've been there,
Right.
they've been employees, and now they're trying to make that jump to, hey, can I step out on my own? Can I take this idea? Can I grow it? And they need what you're going to teach them. That's what's so important about it. They need that confidence, but they also need that structure and those ideas to grow.
Yes, absolutely. And that's why I love that you said that we share our own experiences. I definitely share about my own mistakes. I'm even transparent right now. If you follow me on my social media, I'm like, dude, I failed, but this is what I learned. And I aim to help my clients learn from my mistakes so they can shorten that learning curve and
Yep.
get to success faster and trust themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is about trusting yourselves, and it is about knowing and accepting you're going to make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
One of the things you did that impressed me is as you went out and you've done a lot of reading, you've done a lot of learning about other people who've been successful. You know, in my day job, I'm Roger Penske's helicopter pilot. So I watch a man who is Penske. He's a billionaire. And this man works harder than anybody I know, and I look up to him because he just does it, right? He just
Yeah.
makes it happen. And it's so I agree with you. You have to learn from people like that, but we also have to learn from each other. And so that's why your talk is going to be such a great talk um, during this. So
Thank
I'm
you. I'm
excited.
excited for it.
I'm excited. So, real quick, if people want to see, obviously, you have a group within the Entrepreneurs Unite Back to the Basics group, and it'll be all about you, and you'll be able to connect with Tina Marie from there. But they want to find more about you before the event. Tell them how they can do that.
Yeah, so my website is www.profitproject.co. It's .co, not .com. But I mainly hang out on Instagram, and so you can find me at Profit Project Co. Come say hello, my stories or DMs, or comment on my latest post. But I definitely interact with everybody. It's just me interacting. I don't have a team that talks for me. So
Okay.
if you have any questions or want to meet up.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, everybody, make sure you're watching and make sure to go follow Tina Marie. And we look forward to seeing you at the summit.
Thanks. I can't wait to see you guys.